Hello, Facebook. How's it going today? Hopefully the lighting on this is a little bit better today and it's not so fuzzy and blurry. Yesterday's was kind of bad. It's hard to work out the lighting in my room. I have a corner desk and it's kind of pushed. The way my room is shaped is weird. Hey Aunt Deb, I hope you're doing okay. And so it's usually really dark in this corner. There's no light over here, but I have a desk light. And it just seems like it throws it off when I turn my overhead light on. So, hi Shanda, thanks for coming on. I'm going to give it just a minute and we'll get started today. How's the weather been where y'all are? Thunder woke me up this morning, like really loud thunder. And I about jumped out of bed. Hey Logan. And my power's gone off once today, so we'll see what happens. It's still pretty cloudy out. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow too, is what my mom said. I'm going to give it just a second and then go ahead and get started. So today's actually Tuesday. If you watched my video yesterday, all day long yesterday, I thought it was Tuesday. So I'm caught up on my days finally. Alright, well I'm going to go ahead and get started because I don't know what everyone's got going on this evening. Scrolling through Facebook a little bit today, there's a lot of people that are having different procedures or surgeries, or they've lost a loved one, or they're having other health issues or job issues. And that got me to thinking just a little bit. Have you ever noticed that when you're having a hard time, it seems like the world's just going to end sometimes, depending on what the situation is. Sometimes it seems like it's just so desperate that you can't see your way through it. And you keep trying your best, but every direction that you turn in, it seems like you're just butting your head up against a brick wall. So far, we've talked about hope and faith. And pretty much every word that we've covered in the last 17 days can be used in those hard times one way or another. So today's word goes along with that as well. It kind of fits in with everything today, or everything that we've gone through so far. And the word for today is strength. Now, I'm not just talking about physical strength, which is helpful, but also your mental strength. And most of us tend to want to forget the bad times that we've gone through. But sometimes those situations haunt us for the rest of our lives. And they impact how we view the world, our relationships. Sometimes we're just crippled by the past. And we let what happened years ago determine our future and the rest of our lives. We let it rob us of love and happiness because we get caught up in the what ifs. What if it happens the same way it did last time? And something that you need to realize is, yes, that is a possibility. But you can take that negative situation and turn it into a positive. Hey Tia, thanks for coming on. Maybe you didn't see the signs that were leading to the bad conclusion the first time. But you had the strength to get through it. You're here today, and there's a reason for that. You had the strength to get through whatever it was, and you learned to recognize those signs so you don't have to repeat the same outcome again. You learned whatever lesson came from the situation, whether it was good or bad, And since you survived it, you're stronger than you were the first time. Hey, Tony, thanks for coming on. You're more aware of the potential of a negative outcome, so you can take positive steps to try to keep that from happening the next time. You learned the lesson, but you also grew in that process. You evolved, and that takes a tremendous amount of strength. Be proud of that. You're stronger than you realize. Have faith in yourself to see the situations in your life for what they are and to make the right decision. You're capable of more than you give yourself credit for. If you're going to look back on those negative times, use it to remind you just how far you've come. So there is a lesson to be learned in the negative things that we go through. And they're not fun at the time. You know, sometimes they're just downright miserable. But every time that you thought you wouldn't make it through something, you did. And that's because of the strength that you have, whether you realize you have it or not. So that's going to be it for tonight. If you're battling through something right now, just try to keep these words in mind and apply them. And if you're having a hard time finding that strength, just like I mentioned on most of these videos, there are free resources that can help you with that. Self-development and self-learning. There's books and podcasts and videos and just all kinds of things. You just have to want to make that change and find that strength. And then you have to be the one to take the steps to go out and find it. So I wish you well in that endeavor. And come back tomorrow for a new word. And remember that you're a role model to someone you know. So be a good one. I will see you all tomorrow. And if you got in on the end of this, you can go ahead and it'll be ready in a minute. You can start at the beginning. You all have a great night. Thanks for watching.